Member for Richmond North Centre.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. I rise today in the House to speak on the motion, be it resolved that this House supports providing all British Columbians with the support they need to cope with the COVID-19 pandemic. It has been almost a year since we first gathered to debate COVID support for BC communities, businesses, and families. Over the last 10 months, British Columbians have had to endure the many challenges that have come with this pandemic. Government's responsibility has been to not only lay out the programs and supports to help our many businesses and communities, but use the variable months since last March to review and revise our policy and programs. Recognize what is working and what isn't working. Unfortunately, many of the grants and support this government has put in place to help our businesses have been encumbered by numerous obstacles and have created significant challenges for businesses trying to access the promised supports. Rather than revise or overall fail programs such as the small and medium-sized business grants, this government has stubbornly steamed ahead, ignoring the many concerns expressed by thousands of businesses across the province. Now, as we are fast approaching the deadline, this government has distributed a mere 21 million of the 300 million in grant funds, money that was approved by all parties nearly a year ago, back at the beginning of the pandemic. Because of this, countless businesses have been forced to meet the incredible economic challenges of COVID without any of the supports promised to them by this government. As the opposition critic responsible for tourism, it has been heartbreaking to see the impact this has had on one of our province's most important sectors. Tourism has been one of the hardest hit sectors of the pandemic. Because of the travel restrictions, tourism operators are currently enduring another season without any of the provincial or international tourism they rely on to earn revenue, to pay staff, and to promote our beautiful province. Tragically, because of their unique business models and classifications, they have also faced some of the biggest roadblocks when trying to access government supports. As noted in the December COVID-19 Tourism Impact Report, only 2% of tourism businesses reported being able to access the small and medium-sized business recovery grant. The same report said that only 10% of businesses reported business as usual, and 62% reported they were operating with reduced hours, staff, and service. The average loss of revenue for all firms in BC compared to the prior year was 40%. The same can be seen in our hotel industry. Province-wide, hotels have a vacancy rate of 30%, which is a drop of roughly 60% from pre-pandemic times. Yet, hotels are still on the hook for rising property taxes, despite having little to no revenue last year. The effects on the hotel sector alone means that many of the 60,000 jobs in that industry may never come back. More widely, tourism is a 20 billion industry, but it lost an estimated 16.8 billion last year. If business and tourism operators don't receive the help they were promised soon, many will be forced to close their doors for good. I hope this government will listen to the concerns of our tourism operators and small business owners and overall our business grant program to get this money out of the door and into the hands of those who need it before it's too late. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.